Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. So in today's video, I do want to speak about the latest regarding Joan Laporta, Hansi Flick, and Xavi Hernandez, and the shift that is going on in the managerial role. Later in the video, we're also going to be talking about the brand new center back that Barcelona do want to sign, which is Jorthy Mokio, who is only 16 years old. And then later in the video, we are also going to be talking about Joan Laporta going back for Mateu Alemany to become the sporting director of the club once again. So there is so much that is going on at Barcelona right now. There's a huge shift, and I do believe that many of you guys can feel it. Barcelona is entering a brand new era, and I believe that many of us should be very excited. So let's talk about what's going on with Hansi Flick, Xavi Hernandez, and Joan Laporta. As I am making this video, there's currently a meeting going on, or a dinner, where Hansi Flick, Joan Laporta, and other board members are involved. It has been announced that Hansi Flick will be showing himself to Barcelona tomorrow. There is going to be an official statement and a few words coming from the brand new coach of the club. There has also been an early word in regards to who Hansi Flick is looking at, and Sport have claimed that Flick has been spying on La Masia since almost 2 months. He's very clear about which youngsters will move into the first team under him, and let me tell you, this is just going to be my early predictions. I feel like Hansi Flick is going to be promoting Mikael Faye, Marc Bernal, and Marc Casado. So sometime within these next 2 or 3 weeks, we will have a better idea on who Hansi Flick does want to bring from Barcelona Athletic. In regards to Xavi Hernandez, it has also been stated that there has been a total agreement that has been reached to terminate the contract of Xavi Hernandez, because his contract was supposed to go for 1 more year until the summer of 2025, but everything is fully confirmed. It has officially been terminated, and Xavi Hernandez waived a total of 11 million euros that Barcelona were supposed to pay him, meaning that Xavi Hernandez basically said, it's okay, don't worry Joan Laporta, don't worry Deco, don't worry to all of the board members at Barcelona, you guys do not have to pay me 11 million euros for my last season. If I'm not going to continue as the coach, there is no reason for you guys to pay me the next season's amount. So it has been waived off completely. The only thing that Barcelona do have to pay though is 2.5 million euros that Xavi paid himself when he first started at the club. And yes, it's true, Xavi Hernandez back in 2021 when he first entered, he did have to pay 2.5 million euros out of his own pocket to leave Al Sadd and to go to Barcelona. And so in the end, Barcelona will be reimbursing the 2.5 million euros now that his contract has been terminated. Now, just because Xavi Hernandez will not be receiving the 11 million euros that he was supposed to be getting for the next season, he also made it very clear that for his staff members, he wants them to be paid and for that to be sorted out immediately. And it's not going to be a lot of money. It has been reported that for the rest of the staff members, it's going to be a total of like 900,000 euros or maybe like 1.1 million euros. It is really not a lot. And so thank you to Xavi Hernandez for waiving off a total of 11 million euros. It could have had an immediate effect to the club's finances because of what Barcelona is going through right now. So now moving on towards the next conversation, and I do want to speak about the Belgian center back. And it says here, according to Mateu Alemany, that Barcelona is pushing towards signing the 16-year-old defender Jorthy Mokio. They have spoken with the players' camp and have been trying to convince the youngster with a sports project for the future. The ball is now in the players and the players' environment court to decide. So if you guys do not know who this player is, he is a 16-year-old Belgian center back who mostly does play as a left center back because he is left-footed. He currently does represent KAA Gent, which is a club that plays in the first division in Belgium, and he has really been ranking up there. Like on July 1st, 2023, he made a move from the youth team of Gent to under 18. 9 months later, on February 29th, 2024, which was not too long ago, he went from the under 18 team to the first team. So Gent simply just said, hey, like this center back is just too good. There is no reason for this player to go into the under 18 team. He's overperforming. We need him to go into the first team. And that is why so many clubs right now do want this talented center back. Ever since he made those moves over the past 9 to 10 months, he has been breaking records. He became the 5th youngest player in the Jupiler Pro League history. He also became the youngest to play in the Jupiler Pro League since 2022, and he's also the youngest Gent player ever. Now keep in mind that Barcelona have been looking at this player. A few weeks back, it was also stated that Barcelona have initiated talks with Jordy Mokio, who is currently a free agent. And about 2 or 3 weeks ago, there was a meeting at the Estadi Johan Cruyff between the sport director, which is Deco, Mokio's family, and the footballer's agent. And they were there to discuss a possible transfer that could take place very soon. Keep in mind that Mokio was also in attendance for the match between Barcelona versus PSG, where Barcelona unfortunately did lose 4-1. He probably saw Araujo's performance and he's like, I can do way better than that. And so at Barcelona, they do have very high expectations for the center back. They see him as a potential potential player to be a key player for Barcelona Athletic and be a key player for the future. They believe that he can follow the exact same footsteps of Mikayil Faye, a player who has also been playing in the reserve team and could be going to the first team next season. And that is one of the reasons why I believe that Barcelona are really looking at Mokio, is because they are starting to think that Mikayil Faye is ready. He's going to go to the first team as we all expected, and Barcelona Athletic is going to be needing some help now that we know that Mikayil Faye is no longer going to be there. And so hopefully Barcelona do convince the player and his family, because there are other teams like City and Roma who also do want the center back. He has been very well known for his athletic abilities. He's agile, he's strong, quick, intelligent, comfortable in possession. Of course, there are some weaknesses that he does have, but what 16-year-old player does not have weaknesses? For sure, if he were to come to Barcelona Athletic, if you give him 2 years with that team, he can be a perfect center back for Barcelona in the future, most likely in the summer of 2026. So now moving on towards the last conversation, and I believe this is going to be the most exciting one. Barcelona are actually interested in bringing back Mateu Alemany. Joan Laporta has been one of the main people to stand up for this recruitment here. Relevo has been reporting that Joan Laporta is thinking about a reunion for Alemany, who left the club back in 2023. Alemany received a lot of credit for the previous work that he has done at Barcelona. Obviously, we all know what Mateu Alemany did over the years. He brought in Lewandowski, Jules Koundé, Rafinha, 3 players who helped Barcelona win the title for the first time since 2019. But unfortunately, Mateu Alemany decided to go to a team called Aston Villa, and he was replaced by Deco, somebody that Joan Laporta was really opting for. But now Joan Laporta believes that he can make Deco and Mateu Alemany work together. Barcelona are also hoping to return to the 1-1 rule this summer, and the only way they can fast track to that and then take advantage of the 1-1 rule is by having Mateu Alemany become the sporting director once more and really cause some damage in this upcoming summer transfer window. As of now though, we do not know if Mateu Alemany is interested in returning, but Barcelona are interested. Now I want to get one thing very clear. It did state that he did leave Barcelona to go to Aston Villa, but at the moment he is without a club. He is not a sporting director for nobody. I don't know what happened. There has been no details in regards to why Mateu Alemany never joined Aston Villa, but right now he's basically a free agent. He's working for nobody. And I don't know, I do find this a little strange for Joan Laporta to go immediately after Mateu Alemany again, because what if, right, I do have some questions, but what if Laporta saw some weaknesses in Deco that he did not see with Mateu Alemany? What if Joan Laporta said, this signing of Vitor Roque changes my perspective on how I do view Deco? Joan Laporta brought in Deco for a reason, is to find players and negotiate and help negotiate for the player. Mateu Alemany was a master at that, but recently it has been shown that Deco may not even be great on it. Now, I know that we haven't really seen Deco show his true masterclass through a summer transfer window, but the fact that we brought in Vitor Roque and his future is unclear, the fact that Barcelona also want Estevao Williams, but we might lose him to Chelsea, goes to show that maybe Joan Laporta is saying that Deco does not have that much of a pull power and cannot really negotiate well. Who knows? So I would welcome this return. And the times that we are in right now, knowing that Barcelona are about to go into the summer transfer window, we need Mateu Alemany now. Sign him tomorrow. Barcelona are going to be embracing a big job with Hansi Flick. Barcelona know they need reinforcements to make this sporting project and this next era under Hansi Flick very successful. Mateu Alemany needs to come now. This is the same guy who brought in Ferran Torres, Lewandowski, Rafinha, Koundé at good prices, brought in free agents like Eric Garcia, Christensen, Marcos Alonso, Kessie, Gundogan, Inigo Martinez, Cancelo, all who worked out very well. To be a successful sporting director at a club like Barcelona, you need to have great knowledge in the market. You gotta have connections. You gotta have perseverance. Mateu Alemany has all of that. Even Xavi Hernandez stated 6 months ago that Mateu Alemany's work has been extraordinary, and he quoted, "You can't understand today's Barcelona without him and even Jordi Cruyff." And so I think that Mateu Alemany would be a very welcomed person at the club. One thing is going to be very important though in order for us to convince Mateu Alemany. Point number one, how does he view Hansi Flick, and would Hansi Flick want Mateu Alemany as a sporting director? And point number two, could Mateu Alemany work with Deco? Because Joan Laporta wants Mateu Alemany and Deco to work together. There has been some sources claiming that Mateu Alemany likes to have the sporting director role by himself. He does not necessarily like to share the position with anybody else. And so we will see what happens in the future. That is going to be wrapping up today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.